Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists nurse practitioners with employment contract issues. Today, I'm going to talk about what should go into a contract termination letter from a nurse practitioner. When somebody wants to leave a job for whatever reason, there's going to be something in the contract that states how they can terminate the contract. Briefly, usually it's one of four ways. Either the initial term just ends. So if you have a 2 or 3 year contract, it doesn't automatically renew and it ends. You can move on. Don't need a letter in that circumstance. You can do it by mutual agreement. In that circumstance, you wouldn't need to provide a termination letter. If one of the parties terminates the contract for cause, so let's say one party's in breach of contract, the other states you need to fix the breach or I'm going to terminate the contract immediately. That would have to be a written letter. However, that's more of just notice they're in breach. That's not necessarily a termination letter. So the most common scenario when a nurse practitioner would need a termination letter would be if they're utilizing the without cause termination provision in their contract. And so without cause termination simply means either party can terminate the agreement at any time with a certain amount of notice to the other. So normally in healthcare, it's between 30 to 90 days. So in a circumstance where an NP said, I don't want to work with this employer anymore, then you look in that without cause termination section in your contract, determine how much time is left. If it's 90-day notice, then before 90 days prior to you leaving, you write them a letter. And then in the letter, it needs to state this. It just needs to simply say, per the agreement, I am terminating the contract with 90 days notice. My last day of work will be X date. Thank you for the opportunity. That's it. I find many healthcare providers find that they want the termination letter to be some kind of airing of grievances. So just listing all the things that are wrong. Here's all the reasons why I'm leaving. Here's all the things that you screwed up on, all the things I'm unhappy with. There is no benefit if you are leaving an employer to go into any of that. It doesn't matter and it doesn't help you. Maybe it can shed some light on some of the problems that the employer has, but that's not your problem. That's not your job. If you don't want to work there anymore, just give notice and leave. And for a couple of reasons. One, even if you're very unhappy, it still doesn't make sense to burn bridges when you don't have to. And then what about a scenario where maybe at the time that you left the job was undesirable, but something happens, a manager quits and a new one's hired that you're, have a better relationship with, or the compensation changes or the venue changes. I mean, there are many things that can happen in a business where things can change quickly. And if you just send some flamethrower of a termination letter and completely burn the bridge of the employer, even if some of the things that were wrong when you decided to leave, have been changed, you may not have the opportunity to go back there simply because you burned the bridge on the way out. So although I know it feels good emotionally to say, this is why you stink and this is why I'm leaving, there's honestly no benefit to the nurse practitioner in doing that. So keep it short and sweet. Per the agreement, whatever without cause section termination it is, you give the exact amount of days. This is the date that will be your last day. Appreciate the opportunity, and that's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to make some big justification. Just without cause. That's all you need. That's all you need legally. It provides, you don't have to provide any kind of, reason why. It's just, I'm terminating the contract and that's it. So, so those are my thoughts on that. I kind of hear it time and time again about people wanting to put together a 2-page letter of termination. And honestly, it just doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions about your nurse practitioner employment contract, you can always call my law firm at the phone number listed below in the description, or you can reach us through our website, chellelaw.com. That's CHELLE law.com. And appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.